So let's have this conversation, my people. This is for all clubs: Liverpool fans, Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Now let's have this conversation. These things actually that go on between players and their club. Now, for example, when a player is not delivering, let's say a player signs maybe a 5 year deal with the club, and then it happens that over time, after the first season, the player failed to deliver. Second season, player failed to deliver, and then the club and the management sits down and reassesses the player's possibility of continuing with the club. Remember, there was an agreement that he agreement on a 5 year deal. Now, the club decides that, see, we want to move this player on. For example, there are situations like, let's say, Jackson right now with Chelsea, where the club have decided that they will move him on after bringing in another attackers in the name of Liam Delap and João Pedro. They forgot about the agreements, the 5 year deal, everything, and decided that they want to sell the player. You understand? Which means they are breaching their agreement, isn't it? They are breaching the agreement. It's breach of agreement. Now, player accepts that he wants to go since you people don't want him to play because he's not delivering. He's not performing the way people expected him to. And he has agreed to leave the club since people want him to leave. Both parties are happy. You understand? Let's say for Nunes that left Liverpool, maybe Liverpool were fed up with him, decided that he was going to leave. No issue, no drama. Now, let's get to other players. When a player is, let's say, a player is delivering and he feels that, see, I want to play at a much higher level, or I want to really compete at the top level. But if I'm to do that, I cannot do that with this club right now. Let me go and compete at the very highest level. This is a player who is doing well for the club, but he feels that team will not offer him what he wants. Just the way the club always, football clubs always feel the players who flop will not offer them what they want. They decide to sell the player. That's the way this player feel. This club will not offer me what I want. In the aspect of competing at the top level, I have to ply my trade elsewhere. Now the club decide that we are not ready to sell you. Why is it that clubs feel okay selling a player who is not doing well, but feel bad when a player who is doing well sees them as not ambitious enough to play for them, but then he wants to play for some other ambitious team? The club feel bad and feel rebelled, but they don't expect players to feel bad when players decide that they want to when players don't deliver, but then they decide that they want to sell the player. Why is it that clubs feel that bad? I want to understand. And then about breach of agreement. Player sign 5 year deal. Along the line, you tell him you don't want him again in the team. Like what's going on in Manchester United, Garnacho and Sancho, them, Rashford and the rest of them who are still contracted with the club, but the club don't want to use them again. Imagine that they were the ones forcing move out of the club when the club still need them. Maybe club will feel rebelled. Now, what Newcastle United are doing now with Alexander Isak? We saying Newcastle United put him up for sale and sold him. Now, Isaac feel Newcastle United are not good enough to offer him what he wants. Same as Yuan Wissa of Brentford. He wants to join Newcastle United. He's pushing to join Newcastle United. Why is it that clubs feel betrayed in that situation? They forget that they also do it to players. Why?